And welcome into Lone Peak Fieldhouse for Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Dusty Litster here with you tonight as Lone Peak comes in 9-4 on the season as they come into Region 4 play to take on Coach Randy McAllister and the Pleasant Grove Vikings, who come in 7-6, but a team that started to find themselves during the holiday break, coming off a tough loss last week to Bingham, and see what they can do to get the ship righted as we go through a bunch of players. But for Coach McAllister, this team will go as far as Isaac Garrett will pull them. Isaac Garrett, Braun Roberts, they're going to have to be big tonight. Chase Chandler getting the start for Coach McAllister. And Michael Minton is kind of that silent assassin. He's that guy that you don't really pay attention to. He takes on the best player as a defender, and then he also scores a bunch of points. And all of a sudden you look up, and he's got 14 points. But this is going to be a fun one tonight to kick off Region 4 play. And also starting for Coach McAllister, it'll be number 15, Austin Simon. For Coach Rob Ross on Olympic Nights, this is a team that is young. They'll continue to get better. Some of their better players have been sick and will be coming back. But starting is Chamberlain Burgess, along with Luke Fotheringham with that great game last week against Bountiful. Jackson Best back on the floor. Cam Swiggett and Thompson Kramer. As we are underway, we'll start first with Lone Peak. Swiggett bring it over to Kramer. Kramer on the drive right to the rim, and Kramer with the first points of the night. And Lone Peak going to come out in the press as Simon turns that one over. Swiggett saves it to the middle of the floor. And a heads up play by Cameron Swiggett. And it's Lone Peak basketball. Nice hustle there from Swiggett. And remember, that clock on your screen is unofficial. We'll sync it back up at 7:28 because we got a foul away from the ball. And it is going to be an offensive foul on Lone Peak. The foul will go on Swiggett, number 1 on Cameron. We'll just let it catch up to 7:28. So 7:35 left in the first quarter as we get that synced back up. And a near steal to Swiggett. Here's Simon, able to dribble through. Simon on the drive, goes off his leg, and it'll be Knights basketball. And now we'll come back. So Swiggett comes off the screen of Burgess. Cameron goes underneath the defender. It crawls out. Rebound taken by Isaac. And it's Isaac Garrett with the rebound. And a steal to Fotheringham. He read that one. Luke Fotheringham with the dunk. Timeout, Coach McAllister. 7:02 left of the first quarter. And a 4-0 start for Lone Peak, getting the dunk from Luke Fotheringham. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Okay. I didn't see how much was left. 7:02. So just go click that and go 7:2. And then hit enter. There we go. You're doing great. Doing just fine. That's okay. I think. Expect you. 7:02 left in the first quarter. Dusty Lister with you. And a 4-0 start for Lone Peak. The trap with Simon on from near midcourt. Just got that one ahead, and then we'll have a jump ball. Oh, they're going to call a reach-in foul. Mr. Official says no. As Coach Ross gave over, that's a jump ball. And here's my thing. If you see it clearly, call it clearly. What's he going to say? So first foul. Or second foul on, first foul on Fotheringham, second team foul on Lone Peak. As that ball goes inside out. back up top to Chase Chandler. Isaac Garrett cycled through to, we have a 21. That's Murdoch. A little number change there. As Isaac Garrett floats that ball inside, and you got the bigs there. Braun Roberts lays that one up and in. And if PG figures that part out with a two-man game, Garrett to Roberts on a high-low. And going to be a good thing throughout the year for Coach McAllister. Up top of Burgess. Chamberlain has that one slapped away by Isaac Garrett. Ahead to Murdoch. Nice catch. Murdoch hangs and crawls it in. You got to come and see McKay Murdoch. And we're tied at 4. Jackson Best. Nice defense there by Peterson. Back up top to Kramer. He had the first 2 points tonight. As Kramer sends that out to Fotheringham. Luke on the drive leaves that one for Burgess. And Burgess gets out over the top at Garrett. And it's 6-4 Lone Peak. And Chamberlain Burgess is a sophomore. Chandler up top to Garrett. Isaac. Good D by Burgess, and there's a steal to Best. Jackson Best gives that up to Burgess, center of the corner. Cam Swiggett. Can't get the 3 to go. Cleared by Garrett. Braun Roberts slapped away by Swiggett. And we'll stay with PG. Remember that clock on your screen's unofficial, so we'll click this down to 4:54. As we're 57, and there goes Isaac Garrett. So they need to reset the shot clock. Been such a great addition to Utah High School basketball this year. The 35-second shot clock. The flow of the games, both boys and girls, has been spectacular. And there's a shuffle of the feet and a traveling violation on Fotheringham. So empty possession, the chance for PG to take a lead here. As Murdoch will bring that ball up the floor. Chandler drives at Burgess, sends out to Roberts. Braun cross court. 3 on the way from Peterson. No. Rebound to Garrett. Isaac spins back out. Send it to Murdoch. Fotheringham and Garrett. And it's shuffling the feet there as well. So traveling violation there on Isaac Garrett. We'll go back to Lone Peak. Of course, we got to see a lot of these guys on the floor this fall during the Utah Top 50. Had Isaac Garrett and Cam Swiggett was there, Chamberlain Burgess. Isaac Staley, who's been dealing with an illness, not on the floor tonight, was also part of the Utah Top 50. As Kramer sends that one into Chamberlain. Left hand floater, no. And rebound to Roberts. Cookie down the run. Murdoch over to Peterson. Roberts, now Garrett. Off the bump, Garrett splits the defenders and crawls it home. And PG with an 8-6 lead. And Best block. That's a tough one to try to take there from Isaac Garrett. And it'll be Lone Peak ball on the baseline. And coming on the floor is going to be Jackson Taylor.
Jackson Taylor checks in for the Knights.
Taylor into Fotheringham, straight away for 3. No, and the rebound tracked down by Garrett. Murdoch leaves it for Garrett on the trail. Down the lane, takes the bump. It'll be 2 free throws to Isaac Garrett. The foul will be charged to Jackson Taylor. His first, team's third.
His first personal 13 foul.
And to the free throw line goes the senior, Isaac Garrett.
Checking in for the Vikings, number 31, Ethan Hilliard.
So Ethan Hilliard will come on for Chandler. As Garrett got the first. And the second lips out. Quickly ahead is Best. Kramer, now Burgess. Chamberlain. Jackson Best goes at Murdoch. Saves it back in the hands of Garrett. Shuffled his feet down. Went a little too quick there, Garrett, and turnover. Go back to Lone Peak with a 3-point lead to the Vikings.
Checking in for the Knights, Jorge.
Of course, Region 4 plays to be an absolute bloodbath. As the number one team of the state, Corner Canyon, coming into Region 4 play. They've been playing terrific basketball, but anytime you go through Region 4, you're going to have to deal with the AF, PG, Lone Peak. Skyridge is going to be tough. Westlake and Coach Carling have been great. As that goes off the side of the window on the run. There's Murdoch. Oh, he dribbled off his foot. And it'll be a turnover, and we'll go back to Lone Peak with 2:43 left in the quarter. We'll get a chance to see Corner Canyon next week, as Lone Peak will be at Corner Canyon. Remember, boys and girls games right here on the Rewind Sports Network, 6 o'clock and 7:30 during region play. As send that into Best and try to find Anberry, a little sharp on the pass, and it'll be a turnover. We'll go back to Pleasant Grove. 2:29 left in the quarter. Just reminded to watch KSL Sports Rewind. Dane Stewart and I go through the happenings of Utah High School basketball. Also play a little game, the Fantastic Four, or pardon me, the Fabulous Four, I think what Dane called it. Both boys and girls videos this week is offensive foul going to be called. Oh, they're calling that on Murdoch. Interesting. Usually you get that call on the screen. It was not on the screen. It goes to Murdoch with the clear.
Cameron Swickett checks in for the Knights. He replaces Lou Water.
So the foul to Murdoch as the first team foul on Pleasant Grove.
Foul is charged to number 21, McKay Murdoch. His first personal.
As Cam Swiggett brings it up. Swiggett sends to the corner, Anberry. Anberry on the baseline, back up top to Swiggett. Leaves that one for Suarez. Jorge a little sharp. And the rebound taken by Simon. Swiggett gets after it. It's on the floor, and that's a traveling violation. Remember, you can go from hip to hip. You can't go from belly to hip. So a nice hustle, but then a turnover. And the ball will go back to Pleasant Grove. It's a low-scoring first quarter, a lot of action, but just have not found the offensive flow tonight. Murdoch inside to Garrett. Isaac, nice move off of Anberry. Hangs, it crawls off back, or the board, and then a foul. As Chandler gets the rebound, and the foul going to be charged to Jackson Best. And it'll be 2 free throws coming the way of Chandler. So Chase Chandler, the senior, going to the line. A lot of seniors on this team here for Coach McAllister. One of the longtime head coaches in the state of Utah. He and Coach Barnes might be the 2 longest tenures in the upper classifications. In fact, they're the only coaches I can think off the top of my head that are still with the same team as when I started broadcasting games in the state of Utah in 2005-2006 basketball season. And Coach McAllister and C.J. Wilcox was a freshman and won the Region 1 championship. It was then that my dislike of no shot clock happened. They lost to Skyline in the first round of the state tournament. Skyline held the ball literally the entire fourth quarter. As Taylor skips that to Ambury, now Jackson Best. Best lost it on the way up. Suarez couldn't save it. As another turnover to the Lone Peak offense. It started out quick. A 4-0 quick start in the first 58 seconds. But since then, only 2 points. It has been a 10-2 run here for the Vikings. Chandler up top to Simon on the drive. Simon hangs. Back rim, tipped out by Roberts. Going to loose ball foul on Roberts. It'll be Lone Peak basketball. Chance to remind you, it's not over the back. It's a loose ball foul. As he said, he hit him on the side of the head on the rebound. No such thing as over the back in basketball. So loose ball fouls. We inside of a minute left, down to 45 seconds. Jackson Best. Back rims a three. The rebound taken by Chandler. Quickly ahead to Simon. Swiggett is back. Reverse it and score it for Simon. Nice job there by Austin Simon, the young sophomore. Shot clock is off as Swiggett holds outside. 6-point advantage for the Vikings. As Suarez comes on the screen. Swiggett goes at Roberts. It sends up to Ambury. Now Best. Step back, no. Jackson Taylor going to pull for three. Don't know if he thought he was going to get a foul call. Didn't. Missed a three. Rebound to Garrett. As Isaac turns out 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Garrett hangs. And it just crawls off. The wide channel basketball fails him. But at the end of one, it is Pleasant Grove 12, Lone Peak 6. You're watching Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Like a pro.
Other universities didn't fit into my life.
They said I'd have to quit my job.
Okay, so now just go ahead and click the second quarter on your scoreboard.
They said it would take me 4 years to graduate. They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a
Then
fortune.
you're set, because then you can load
But
your
I
next
didn't have to
commercial.
listen to them.
Because I have a university
You can pick
that
your next
listens to
one.
me.
Tests on your
go to
time.
Mountain Land
Courses
one.
on your time.
Your
Graduate on your time. WGU, the
go
University of
That
You.
one. And then roll it.
Mountain Land Power Equipment
Okay.
provides
And
exceptional
then scroll
service
up and
and
grab the game.
high-quality
So go back
brands
to the top.
you know and trust in lawn,
You can click on the game,
landscaping, and
put it in
snow
preview.
removal products. Our experienced
And it'll be
staff
ready
of
to go when that
technicians
one's done.
repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers,
What?
lawn mowers,
No.
small engines, and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow
Your
removal,
fidget spinner?
and landscaping products. Mountain Land Power Equipment, now with
Deborah will
3
steal that
locations
from you.
to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springville.
Welcome back into Lone Peak Fieldhouse. Start of the second quarter. Dusty Litster with you as always. Rewind Sports Network brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Go to utah.law, find the law office nearest you. Get a free consultation. Just let them know that Rewind sent you. And Heidemann Associates will take care of you. Get a flat rate law firm. Heidemann and Associates. Utah.law. It was a quick start, 4-0 for Lone Peak, and it's been a 12-2 run to close out the first quarter for PG. I want to thank Kinsey Valentine and Austin Bigelow helping out on the production tonight. And inbound into Murdoch. And Simon, who scored right before the end of the first quarter. Simon goes out to Garrett. As Garrett goes high-low to Roberts, and a foul to Fotheringham. Wave off the bucket. The foul is on the floor. Wave off the hoop. And it'll be number 2 on Luke Fotheringham.
Number 14, Luke Fotheringham, his second personal. 15 foul.
And it's team foul number 5. Only one to give for Lone Peak. 5 team fouls to the Knights, 3 to the Vikings. As Chandler goes inside to Isaac Garrett. Garrett going at Amberry. Somehow hanging on a pivot there. Roberts back out to Garrett. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Up top to Murdoch. 3 from Chandler. Lips out. A rebound taken by Taylor. Jackson on the run. Leaves it for Amberry. It's Cruz Schwartz, grandson of former BYU head coach Roger Reed. There's a steal from Murdoch, and McKay Murdoch with 4 points. The rip and the hoop. As Taylor swatted away. That's a roof for Isaac Garrett. As Fotheringham hands back to Amberry on the angle to Schwartz. Goes in and get a kick ball there on Garrett. And then there'll be baseline inbound here for Lone Peak. Got the Garrett clan sitting in front of us. Claimed she'd be really loud. I haven't really heard her. As coming in the game is going to be Makai Peterson. Fotheringham comes off the screen of Suarez. We go into Jorge. Goes baseline. Just got that out to Schwartz. Taylor with 9 on the shot clock. Back to Schwartz. Schwartz, tough pass into Peterson. Trying to find Suarez. Stopped away by Peterson. Picked up by Murdoch. Mackay. Inside out. 3 from Murdoch. And the offensive rebound to Garrett. Goes across the baseline. Braun Roberts, no. The rebound to Fotheringham. And he gets the foul to Isaac Garrett. That'll be number 2 to Isaac. Be team foul number 4. As that's going to bring Dean off the bench. As Isaac will have to come off.
Foul by number 3, Isaac Garrett. Kobe Dean checks in for that.
So an 8-point advantage is the Lone Peak offense yet to score here in the second quarter. Fotheringham sends out to Kramer. Off on the 3. Rebound off of Burgess, and we'll go the other way with PG. We saw this last week against Bountiful. Remember, it was a 20-13 first quarter, and the Lone Peak got going. But they have been unable to find their offensive rhythm since the early moments of this game. As Braun Roberts goes baseline and is fouled by Chamberlain Burgess. That's number 1 on Chamberlain. And that's going to put Braun Roberts at the line for 2 free throws.
Number 44, Chamberlain Burgess. His second personal, 16 foul. At the line for the Vikings, Braun Roberts. He's shooting 2.
As Braun hits the first. Got the first and gets them both. So now a 10-point advantage for PG. Go high post to Fotheringham. Sent out Amberry. He'll pull for 3. Long. And a rebound tracked down by Kramer. Fresh shot clock to Lone Peak. Kramer. Burgess. High post to Fotheringham. Back out Kramer for 3. Got it. 5 points for Kramer. And the first points of the quarter here for the Knights as we go inside of 5 minutes left in the half. Braun Roberts. Murdoch going to hand off to Chandler. Makai Peterson. Oh, just got that ball past Fotheringham, and there's a steal. Burgess sent it ahead, and it's picked off by Chandler. Peterson gets it back on the angle. There's Roberts. Braun goes to Dean, and Burgess going to pick up the foul. Tough one to give away there to double fours, but now he has two. So the two bigs, and Garrett and Burgess, both the 2 fouls each. Both going to be on the bench here. 4:25 left in the half. That is team foul number 6. So free throws coming the way of PG for the final 4:25 of the half. As Swiggett and Suarez come on, and is Kramer and Amberry coming off the floor. So front end from Dean is no good. Here comes Swiggett. Cam goes at Murdoch. Tough pass to Suarez. Dean right there with him. Jorge got it to go. And a 5-point game. Always enjoy getting to see Papa Suarez when we get here early. As Murdoch hands to Dean. Dean goes at Suarez. Got a little bit of space, left it short. Rebound to Fotheringham. Quickly on the run. Here comes Swiggett. Jackson Best for 3. Got it. That's a quick trigger there for Jackson Best. We're at Davis. He had an outstanding night against the Davis Darts earlier this year, and it's now a 2-point game on an 8-0 run here to the Knights. Peterson into the corner. Murdoch off on the 3. Suarez at the board. Swiggett. Now Murdoch. Best. Swiggett for the lead. And the rebound to Peterson. Dean leaves it for Peterson. Outside to Murdoch. Roberts terminates, spinning. Series of spins, and it crawls off. Swiggett. And it's blocked away by Roberts, and here comes McKay Murdoch. Pirouette in the lane. McKay reversed it, and he's fouled. They're going to put Murdoch at the line for 2 free throws. I think that foul's going to go to Jackson Taylor. That'd be number 2 on Jackson Taylor if it is on him. And it is.
Foul committed by number 30, Jackson Taylor. His second personal, 18 foul. McKay Murdoch, choose 1-1 for the Vikings.
So 1-1 free throws, and Murdoch gets the front end. Will get another.
Thompson Kramer checks in for Jackson Taylor.
So Murdoch with 5 points here in the first half. A good spurt there for the senior guard. His dad played for Coach Mike Maxwell, I believe, at Bountiful. He's outside the Best. Swiggett, high post to Fotheringham. Back out, Cam Swiggett. Off on the 3, and a rebound taken by Roberts. Peterson back to Simon. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Rebound to Best. Best for 3. Back rimmed. Suarez with the board. Kramer. Now corner 3. Couldn't get the room there. Back out Fotheringham. .20 seconds on the shot clock. Out to Swiggett. Suarez along the baseline. Trap comes. Turns it over. Here comes Chandler. 1.5 on a rolling clock. Inside to Dean. Oh, thought maybe he'd get something there on Suarez. Didn't get that contact on the elbow. Break there to the Knights as Swiggett will hold things up. Up top to Kramer. Looks opposite. Suarez back out. Swiggett again for 3, and he got it this time. 1-point ball game. First point of the night for Cameron Swiggett, and it's still on the inbound. Best misses on the lead-taking shot. And here comes Simon. The three was on line just short. Roberts up top to Simon. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And it's still the Best. Simon on the chase. Best with the lead. A 13-2 run for Lone Peak. Shot clock still on. Down to 30 seconds. About a 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Terrific run for Coach Ross's Knights. As Chandler goes to Roberts. 14 on the shot. Here's Peterson. Mackay in the lane. Blocked away by Swiggett. Got it back too sharp off the window. And Dean going to pick up the foul. Bit of frustration there. There'll be just the 5th team foul. 8 seconds left in the half. So 8 seconds left in the half. We'll get our clock situated here. And there we go. We'll see who gets a shot here to close out the half for Lone Peak. As Swiggett will pick it up. Best. Mackay Peterson there, 2 seconds. One. At the horn. And that'll do it for the first half. But a 13-2 run for Lone Peak gives the Knights a 1-point lead going to the break. It's Lone Peak 19, PG 18. You're watching Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
So start of the second half, Swiggett with the offensive rebound. Pulls for three, no. Tipped out by Burgess. In the hands of Kramer. There was a 13-2 run for Lone Peak at the end of the half. They're trailing 16-6 to take the 19-18 lead as Burgess's little teardrop did not find a guitar on that one. Didn't go. 1 point lead. After doing the girls' game, you had Tay-Tay Brown. That's all I've been thinking is Taylor Swift songs since then. So the original Tay-Tay song. Oh, nice find to Mackay Peterson. Count the bucket. Nice pass from Garrett. Beautiful finish from Mackay Peterson. And he'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. Peterson, a junior, will be back next year for Coach McAllister. He always has the guards that will always do all the little things. Kind of the hallmark of Coach Randy McAllister's teams. As Mackay rolls off the and one. So a 1 point advantage for PG. Is Swiggett. Sends over to Kramer, gets it back. Here's Jackson Best. Baseline. Back out to Kramer. Burgess will jump it from the junction. It won't go. Rebound to Chandler on the run with Simon. Ron Roberts can't corral it. And it's a turnover. Go back to Lone Peak. And we're just a minute and a half into the third quarter. 6 games here on Friday night on the Rewind Sports Network. 2 girls games, though. So 4 live right now as Burgess doesn't get that one to go. And a rebound to Braun Roberts. Here comes Simon. Isaac Garrett on the angle. Top to Roberts. Nice take by Braun. Put it on the floor, and that's 6 points now for Braun Roberts. And a 3-point advantage for the Vikings. Jackson Best toes up a 3. His second. 8 points in the game for Jackson Best. We're squared up at 22. Simon sends back to Peterson. Goes at Burgess. Can't get it. Rebound to Swig. Probably on the run with Swiggett. Fotheringham. Back in the corner. Best again. 4-3. Timeout, Coach McAllister. The third 3 for Jackson Best. He's got 11. And it's a 3-point lead for Lone Peak. 5.5 left in the third. You're watching Lone Peak boys basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Presented by Heidemann Associates. Brought to you by Western Governors University.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
Awesome.
They said my degree would cost a fortune.
But I didn't have to listen to them.
Because I have a university that listens to me.
They call them 30 seconds.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the University of You.
Actually, shoot, I didn't see it was a half.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
Wait till he gives them the ball
and then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit.
Oh,
Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
They came back quick. Dusty Litster with you. Lone Peak with a 3-point lead to try to lob it up to Garrett. Blocked away by Swiggett. Going to get him with the foul. Let's see if it's on Fotheringham or Swiggett. If it's on Swiggett, it's number 3. Fotheringham, it's number 3. So it goes to Cam Swiggett.
His third personal.
And it looks like Coach Ross is going to keep him in the game.
At the line for the Vikings, number 33, Isaac Garrett.
So Isaac now with 6 points. Got in a foul trouble right before the end of the half. He's got 2 personal fouls. He got 6 points on the night. And now 7. So 25-24 the lead for the Knights. Swing it off the screen to Fotheringham. Sits back up top to Luke. Kramer, Best again. His 4th three of the night. You let that kid get loose. He just needs a little bit of space. And Jackson Best lining it up from range. He's got 14 on the evening, leading scorer in the ballgame. Half of the Lone Peak points coming from the hands of Jackson Best. Garrett went to lob to Roberts. He wasn't ready for it. And turnover. Go back to Lone Peak. McKay Murdoch comes on for Mackay Peterson. And I know Coach McAllister is very aware of the shooting prowess of Best. He was at the PG, or probably the Davis Lone Peak game. And Best went off. Burgess, baseline, Jay, got it. 4 points for Chamberlain Burgess. And Lone Peak now with their largest lead, 30-24. And a steal, but couldn't save it in. We'll stay with PG. There's Simon. Ten on the shot clock. Murdoch. Now Roberts. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Garrett not going to get the shot off, and a shot clock violation on Pleasant Grove. Late getting into the set, kind of just, you got to experience some out there watching Coach McAllister try to coach him up. But the first shot clock violation I've had quite a while here is Swiggett goes junction back out to Fotheringham, back into Burgess. Best, good close out there by Chandler. Burgess, no, the rebound to Roberts. Here comes Simon. Murdoch now to Chandler. Back up top to Simon. Murdoch comes off the stagger screen. Blocked by Burgess. In the hands of Braun Roberts with the flush. A bounce right into the hands of Roberts. Now that ball thrown away. Fotheringham hooked up. Swiggett was throwing the fade route. Fotheringham hooked up, and the ball goes out of bounds. Done pretty good tonight. Not calling Luke Cole Fotheringham, the former Utah tight end. So 4-point lead for the Knights as Murdoch sends that out to Roberts. Here's Garrett. Fotheringham playing with 2 fouls. Got to be smart. Baseline pass to Murdoch. Back out. Isaac Garrett pumped the 3 to the rim at Burgess. And now the foul to Chamberlain Burgess. Number 3 on the sophomore center. There's a foul trouble right now for Coach Rob Ross. Number 3 on Burgess. You got 2 on Fotheringham, 3 on Swiggett. Remember, going up includes arms, right? If your arms even come forward, that's considered not being straight up. And that was what the explanation from the official to Coach Ross was. So Garrett goes 1 of 2. Now they'll allow Jackson Taylor in. Interesting. So Swiggett will come off not to get a cheap 4th foul in the last 2:28 of the quarter. Yeah, I don't know if he should be able to come in. The officials didn't allow him in. The officials are talking over this. Or maybe they're just trying to get the clock right, too. I'm not sure. 2:29. We're okay. We'll keep ours. We're at 2:31. Go ahead and click down to 2:29 there. Remember, clock on your screen is now official. Kramer brings it into the front court. Kramer goes at Roberts. Has to terminate, send out the Best. 20 on the shot. Kramer. Peterson hit the deck. Kramer with the charge. That's the Region 1 special. However, to the officials' credit, there is no restricted area. That's how the restricted area became into play. Was in the NBA, you just get these charges underneath the hoop, literally underneath the backboard on that one. As players hitting the deck, and Burgess picks up number 4, as that's a +1 for Isaac Garrett. I think as Jorge Suarez will come on. As Isaac Garrett will be at the line. A 30-second timeout taken by Coach Ross with 1:55 left in the third. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 1-point game. We'll come back. Garrett at the line looking to tie things up. You're watching Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
Mountain Land Power Equipment provides exceptional service and high-quality brands you know and trust in lawn, landscaping, and snow removal products. Our experienced staff of technicians repair all types of snow plows, snow blowers,
You're
lawn
not even
mowers,
tilting
small
my
engines,
camera.
and is trained to answer questions about lawn, garden, snow removal, and landscaping products.
I've been checking this
Mountain
store.
Land Power Equipment, now with 2 locations to serve you in Salt Lake City and Springfield.
Okay, intermediate. Welcome back in. 1:55 left in the third quarter. You know, you give someone a compliment, you got to give the camera guy a compliment too. Austin Bigelow is at NIL level, collegiate level camera guy. Not quite pro. He can make some money, but he's not professional. So Tyler Anberry will come on for Jackson Taylor. Couldn't get that done during the break. Got it done now. As Isaac Garrett at the line looking to tie things up as he was able to get foul number 4 on Chamberlain Burgess. And he can't get it. So 10 points on the night for Isaac Garrett. 1-point lead for Lone Peak. Fotheringham now the best. Peterson with him. Gets it back on the give and go. Pulls for 3. No. And the rebound goes to Braun Roberts. On the push with Murdoch. Oh! Garrett had the dribble, no travel. He was on the dribble, that's why there's not a travel. Coach Ross wanted the travel, but on the dribble and he hit the deck there. Roberts hands back. Peterson now, or pardon me, that was Chandler, now Peterson. Goes inside Mackay, and the lead to PG. 4 points on the night from Mackay Peterson, and a big one there. There was a 6-point Lone Peak lead, and that will foul on Mackay Peterson. It'll be number 1 on Mackay. It'll be the first team foul of the second half on the Vikings. 5 team fouls on Lone Peak, 1 on PG. Possession arrow will be with PG at the quarter or the next jump ball. Kramer close to the 5-second call. Good defense from PG. Timeout taken. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 30-second timeout. Reminded to watch KSL Sports Rewind. Myself, Dusty Lister, and Dane Stewart. As we will go through the boys and girls basketball and get you all ready for region play. Play a little game at the top of it as well. But I hope you'll join us on KSLSports.com. Also, go back and rewatch games on KSLSports.com, or you can go to the Rewind Sports Network on YouTube. As we got a new collection there. New podcasts are going to be coming out, or video podcasts will be coming out on the Rewind Sports Network. The first one, the launch today with Give 'em Hell Brigham podcast with Jeff Hansen and Garrett McClintock. The first one going out today. So you go to Rewind Sports Network, find that there. We'll have new ones coming out. We got a fun one that we're working on, a couple of them actually, but an official one. We'll have some coaches and all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, Peterson steals the inbound. Peterson, and a 3-point lead. Take the timeout, draws up a play. It's Mackay Peterson with the steal and the bucket. PG, the 9-point swing. Best, 20 on the shot clock. Fotheringham, kind of stagnant on offense here. Fotheringham on the drive. Amberry, now Best. Gets loose for three. Got it, his 5th of the night. A welcome sight. We're tied at 33. 15 on the game clock, no shot clock. Murdoch over to Peterson. 8 on the game clock. Roberts with 5. Roberts hands off. Chandler with 3. 2, 1. Peterson at the horn. Blocked away by Fotheringham. As we go to the 4th quarter, 3-point lead for Lone Peak. 17 points through 3 quarters for Jackson Best, including 5 threes. At the end of 3, Lone Peak 36, PG 33. You're watching Lone Peak Boys Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey.
I really appreciate it.
From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated, at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front. SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out.
About it as you
Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, to offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, we share a room, even without words. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Start of the 4th quarter, and they did fix the clock inside, or probably the scoreboard here. We are tied at 33. So 33 all, start of the 4th quarter. Dusty Lister with you. Lone Peak and PG can't pull away from one another. PG led by 10 in the first half. Lone Peak took a 1-point lead at the break. Got up by 6, went down by 3. Jackson Best with 5 threes through 3 quarters. Leading all scorers with 17 points. Leading scorer for PG going to the 4th is Isaac Garrett with 10. Braun Roberts has 8. A lot of foul trouble for Lone Peak. They got 5 team fouls the start of the 4th quarter. Only 1 to Pleasant Grove. There's Isaac Garrett going to drive right at his defender. It's traveling violation. So wipe it off. Step through and then spun. So Cam Swiggett brings up the floor. Swiggett with 3 fouls. Fotheringham with 3. Remember, Chimman Burgess with 4. Swiggett on the drive. Goes at Murdoch. No. Backside board. Still loose. Taken by Fotheringham. 3 from Best is no good. And the run out. Peterson ahead to Garrett. And the dunk. Just able to rub it through. And it's a 2-point lead. I was anticipating a whistle. Didn't come. Best, and there's a foul on the pass there to Makai Peterson. That'll be second personal foul on Makai Peterson, second team foul. That's a good catch by the steer side official. As much as we might get after officials, that was a good call. 1 minute into the final frame. As Swiggett comes off the screen of Suarez. Up top, Fotheringham cycled over to Best. Amberry. Now Swiggett. Jackson Best. Trying to get a little bit of space. Good D from Peterson. Swiggett with Roberts. Big man goes down. Swiggett hangs through. No. And it is a board and no. Amberry can't get it. And now we'll have an official timeout as Roberts turned his ankle on that move from Swiggett. And give him a chance to try to, well, if they stop, he has to come off the floor. Simon's going to come on. And Braun Roberts going to have to spat the ankle there. Did some games during the pandemic with a former Division I coach that was on Billy Donovan's staff at Florida, and he told me, he said, one of the biggest shocks for him is that big guys don't spat their ankle or tape their ankles anymore. The guys are playing out there without any tape or support on their ankles. You could see that there. So Robertson can get taped up, and he'll come back, hopefully. Is Chamberlain Burgess going to come on for Suarez? The near side official had him on. The official said, no, sir. Overruled. Simon in the lane. Oh, took a bump from Best and got the bucket. I think they'd rather get the bucket than the foul on the floor. It's a 4-point advantage to Pleasant Grove. Suarez in the lane, no. Gets his own board. To Swiggett, the floater, no. Thought Garrett might be able to come on that shot. Swiggett couldn't get the teardrop to fall. 37-33, Chandler to Murdoch, out of bounds. It is Lone Peak basketball. This official said it went off the hands of Murdoch. Coach McAllister wanted to appeal to another official, but the baseline official was right there, and he said it's Lone Peak basketball. Swiggett up top, Fotheringham got a foul away from the ball. That's going to go to Chandler. It'll be team foul number 3. Number 1 on Chase Chandler. So kind of reset things. 5 team fouls on Lone Peak, 3 on PG. Possession arrow belongs to the Knights. As Kramer gets that into Best. Best, his 6th 3 of the night. And that ball can't be tracked down by Simon. Turnover. Go back to Lone Peak. I'm going to call those the Play-Doh kicks for Jackson Best. He's just playing games with the D tonight. 6 threes for Best. 20 points on the night. We talked about before, he doesn't need much room either. The babyface assassin, Jackson Best, as Swiggett goes at Garrett, out of bounds off of Isaac Garrett, and he'll stay here. As Kramer will trigger in. Backside board, I thought it would get by Burgess, taken by Garrett. On the run with Simon. Mackay Peterson, step through, no. Board to Swiggett. Lead out to Fotheringham. Luke just stays in bounds. And resets the offense with Swiggett. Swiggett in the lane. And he can't get it to go. Nice D by Peterson. Sold him up. Garrett there to contest. Come back the other way. Chandler lost it going up. Out of bounds off of Lone Peak. So back comes Braun Roberts after getting taped up after rolling his ankle. As McKay Murdoch will come off. And we're going to have a foul. Oh, on Garrett on the inbound. I missed what happened there. That'll be the 3rd personal foul on Isaac Garrett. The 4th team foul on the Vikings. Swig it into the corner. Fotheringham. Luke bring it up top. Right now for Lone Peak, if it's not a 3, it's not a bucket. They're living by the 3. You got 8, 9, I can count on top of my head here. 1 for Kramer, 2 for Swiggett. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Chamberlain rolls in. So wide channel basketball does him well. And a steal by Best. Here's Swiggett. Best. 7 threes for Jackson Best. Defense leads to a 3. Come back the other way. Roberts blocked away by Burgess. And then a foul from behind. What a sequence for the Knights. We talk about all the time, we always worry about offense. Defense leads to offense and momentum. Is Uncle Mo is wearing Lone Peak colors. 3:19 left in the third, or probably fourth quarter. Timeout, Coach Ross. You're watching Lone Peak boys basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. You're good.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Quick on us, we can just come back in. You're Gabe. Just remember, so on that countdown, it'll be red, and just wait till it goes to 0 because I'll have like a little tag at the end. I love good crowds too. How loud that got on that 3. That was awesome. Welcome back into Lone Peak Fieldhouse. It's buzzing. Jackson Best with 7 threes. He's got 23 on the night. He only has 1 non-3-point bucket this evening. He's got 7 threes. Swiggett's hit 2. Kramer's hit 1. And quite the night from 3. But this game isn't over yet. It's been a game of runs between both teams. And anybody who watched the BYU Gonzaga game last night, teams don't hand you W's. They hand you L's. You have to take the game. Kramer. Corner 3 from Fotheringham. Short. Did not hit the rim. Shot clock still going. 8 on the shot. Best. 8 threes for Jackson Best. Absolutely unconscious. Simon will get 2 free throws. They're going to call it in his habitual shooting motion. The foul will be on Jackson Best. His second personal, team 6th. 2 free throws coming the way of Simon, the young sophomore point guard. But Jackson Best, look, if the kid's got a hot hand and he's down the barrel, I mean, that thing is good. Absolutely insane. Free throw no good from Simon. And he has one more. 2:39 left in this one, and a 10-point lead for the Knights. Largest lead of the evening for Lone Peak. They trailed by 10, led by 6, went down by 3, and it's been a run. Powered by Jackson Best and Cameron Swiggett. Swiggett up top to Fotheringham. Back over to Cam. Good defense from Simon. Swiggett up top to Fotheringham. Luke on the drive at Roberts. Terminates low, 9 on the shot clock. Burgess outside Swiggett. Pulls for 3, no. And a rebound to Kramer. And a steal by Roberts. Good job by Roberts, not chasing that ball. He waited for it. Oh, Isaac Garrett was not looking. Turnover and a missed opportunity there for PG. So PG going to full court press and try to trap. As Swiggett going to work. Gets past Chandler, misses, tipped out by Fotheringham, but in the hands of Chandler and a foul to Swiggett. And we're walking the other way. It's 1-on-1 free throws. As that is personal foul number 4 on Swiggett. And that is going to put Chandler at the line. As Murdoch will come on for Roberts. A little offense, defense. Here's the front end of 1-on-1. It's surprised that we got one man in the block here for PG. As Chandler knocks down the front end. Guess just how much confidence here as Murdoch will come down. And Chandler rather goes 1 of 2. And we're going to have a lane violation on Lone Peak, so we'll redo the free throw. They were saying some of the outside wasn't even on the lane. It was swing it from outside. And got the second. Able to break the press. Kramer to Best. And throws it off the knee of Isaac Garrett. 26 on the shot clock, 1:35 on the game clock. Run the pick and fence at him. Here comes Fotheringham. Trap coming from the backside. Luke sends up top the Best. Jackson, nice deep. And you get the foul there on Simon. They had one to give. So the foul to the sophomore Simon. I think it's his first. And it'll be bonus on the next foul. It's a tough spot here, inbounding on the sideline. They got it to Chamberlain Burgess, back to Fotheringham. Corner to Best. Jackson, cross court, Kramer. Swiggett not going to force it. They have no reason to. Remember the shot clock, but with the lead in time, just know the math. Fotheringham with 15 on the shot. Back out to Kramer. Again, don't have to be in a hurry. 10 seconds. We go inside of a minute left in the game clock. 7 on the shot clock, down to 5. 3 seconds. Burgess. No, we got a pass and crash. Charge, and we're going the other way. The favorite call in Utah high school basketball, the pass and crash. So wipe off the bucket to Burgess. And this game is still in doubt. With 52 seconds left. As Roberts will come back on for Murdoch. But no Minton, and I kind of haven't mentioned that. No Michael Minton.
Ron Roberts checks in for the Vikings.
Kind of just hit me. No Minton, no Mickelson. So Jackson Taylor is going to come on.
Jackson Taylor checks in.
Oh, the foul is on Cam Swigga. That's number 5. And so on the inbound, Chandler over to Simon. Simon on the drive and turns it over. It was a travel or a pass, and it wouldn't have mattered. And Kramer tracks that one down. Taylor Best. He wanted number 9. Shot clock is off as he got his own board. And Lone Peak looking to salt away the 7-point game, and no foul yet from PG. Peterson to the corner to Taylor. 19 seconds. And just going to let it go. Kind of got lost here the last little bit. 5 seconds, and Lone Peak going to hang on here. Our final score, Lone Peak 47, PG 40. Kind of shocked to have a foul there with a 1-1 free throw left. But final score, Lone Peak Knights 47, PG40, our Heinemann Associates Player of the Game. There's no other option. It's number 3, Jackson Best. 8 3-pointers on the night. 26 points for Jackson Best. Absolutely insane performance from the senior guard. Again, our final score, Lone Peak Knights 47, Pleasant Grove Vikings 40. Heinemann Associates Player of the Game, Jackson Best for Austin Bigelow. And Kenzie Valentine, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us, for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the Lone Peak Knights on KSLSports.com.
Congratulations to both teams.